We all know, of course, that Madison is a big biking town. New research shows that in the U.S., the percentage of bikers over the age of 50 has more than doubled in the past 10 years.
And that's the good news. The bad news is older bikers are more than 3 times as likely to be seriously injured in a crash. Dr. Zorba Paster joining us from his clinic in Oregon. Good to see you, Zorba.
Hey, great to be here.
So the study shows that older bikers tend to get hurt more often. Why is that?
Absolutely. Now, well, first of all, you know, there are more and more bikers out there, which is great. Biking is wonderful. It's absolutely great. It's good exercise. And as you said, the numbers have increased dramatically. But older bikers appear to be 3 times more likely to end up staying overnight in the hospital, having a serious accident when they have an accident, and more likely to fracture their bones, hurt themselves, and really have some serious injuries. And I think that's very important for anyone who's older and bikes to think about.
But it seems a little counterintuitive because we want to encourage older people to get out and bike, don't we?
Right.
So what can you do to
Yes.
protect yourself and prevent things like that from happening?
Well, you know, I kind of think it's like any other sport. First of all, if you're a biker, older or younger, you should wear a helmet. But second of all, when you're actually biking, you should use what I think of as sort of common sense. When it's icy out, when it's slippery out, when the weather is awful, you know, do you really want to go outside and share the road with automobiles that may be slipping on ice? And I think this is a very serious thing. If you're on a bike path and you're not with an automobile, that's one thing. But if you're sharing an automobile on the same road, I think that's something an older biker, certainly a younger biker, should think about. But frankly, they're much more likely to avoid an accident than an older biker. So just being careful can make a difference. And then some people wear pads and other things to really help them. They put safety devices on their bikes, such as mirrors and lights. All the things that you would tell your children, we should tell older bikers too.
And I imagine older bikers, especially over 65, they're doing it recreationally. They're not using it for commuting.
Oh, I don't know. I go into Madison all the time. I see a lot of older bikers who are commuting to work. So I think a number of them are using it for commuting, and a lot of them are using it for recreation. The other thing is when you're out on a bike, especially when you're moving, you feel like you're younger, you're more vibrant. And just like buckling up with a seatbelt, just like paying attention in an automobile to how fast you're driving, you just have to use some common sense. And I think that was the take-home message from this British Medical Journal study. It was saying, as you're older, you're more likely to be injured. As you're older, you're more likely to be seriously injured. So just take a little bit of precaution, and you're less likely to have that happen. And that will mean that you can bike forever and ever, and biking is great.
Absolutely, it certainly is. Zorba, thank you.
Thanks, Zorba. Good to see you.
A pleasure. Good to see you.